Hi guys, and welcome back to a 100% walkthrough the DLC of Dark Souls 2 Crown of the Sunken King. Today we're going to be looking at Dragon's Sanctum, which is the second area in the DLC. This is going to be the second out of 3 episodes, so let's get onto it. So the first room, we can't really do much up here. There's just a locked door, but we'll be sorting that out right at the end of the video. So hang around for that if you are interested in it. So in the second room, we're going to come to the left and hit this switch on the wall. We can do it either with a bow, an arrow, or a sword. This one's obviously there's no point of wasting arrows, so we'll go and pick up the item which are in here. So next we're going to head to the door opposite it and just hop down here, and we're going to come into a room with a new type of enemy, probably the most annoying type of enemy in the DLC, which are going to be these phantoms. They look very similar to the other player phantoms what go around the map, so make sure they don't trick you. They are slightly bigger. So to kill those, all you have to do is hit the bodies or hit the statues in the middle of the room with the red aura around them, and that will make them vulnerable. But anyway, once we've killed those, we're going to pick up the 5 or 6 chests which are around the rooms. Quite interesting stuff in there, including Katarina's helm for some reason. But before heading back to where we came from, we are going to head into the next room, which is to the bottom left of this room. In here we'll take out a few enemies and open this chest with a trap. It can either be poison or some arrows, so watch out for that. I completely forgot about that on this walkthrough. Before leaving this room, there is one more thing we can do, so we'll go back and then turn around halfway through the room and then shoot this switch on the roof with that bow and arrow, and it will open a door to the right of the chest. Don't die like I did. I completely forgot about the mage down the bottom. You've got to be careful of him. Make sure he don't see you before going for this chest, and go and pick up the Twinkling Titanite and Petrified Dragonbone, I believe it is. But anyway, now we're going to head back to the first room of Dragon's Sanctum, and this time we are going to go straight ahead. Once you hop down here, there is no return, so make sure you do those 2 things first. Now we're going to be in a room with a human effigy, I think it is, to our left, and a lot of enemies, including the mage that shot me in the back before, so make sure you take all these guys out. And at the end of the room, there's going to be like a construction there where you need to keep pressing the lever until the big round circle you can go through is at the bottom, so you can access the door. And now we're going to be in this very long hallway. Halfway down, we're going to see 2 split roads, one to the left and one to the right. So to the left is going to be an item, and to the right there's going to be a locked door. We'll be opening a bit later on. Then we're going to come to this hole, but we're going to ignore that for now. We'll be getting back to that in a second. Once we get halfway down this passageway, we are going to see this opening in the wall to the left, so we're going to shoot the level with a bow and arrow. It's going to open the door here, but before accessing that door, we are going to look straight ahead onto the wall in front of us and shoot another level which is exactly the same as the last one, and now we're going to access the door. Watch out to the left, is going to be a enemy with a lance, so take him out quickly. And down this hallway there's going to be a switch on the floor right in front of us before heading down the stairs, so as soon as this guy starts walking up, hit that switch and it will make some spikes come out either side of the wall and kill this guy. So make sure you do that. Make sure you don't accidentally step on it while walking down and picking up these 2 items down here. With this guy you can try the same thing, lure him up and press the lever, and it don't work out for me because he comes out a bit too quick. But anyway, once we take that guy out, we're going to come down here and pick up the 3 chests which are either side of the room, and the one in the middle which we opened with the lever in front of us before heading into this door. So now what we're going to have to do is head all the way back up to the long passageway and go back to where that hole was, where I said we'll just jump over it for now. So we're going to go and do that, head back up to the right and search for that hole. So you can't really get over any other way anyway, so the only option we've got here is to drop down it. Watch out for this bug. We're going to head to the right first, or to the left, depends which way you come from, I guess. So once we drop down here, there's going to be 3 items on the ground on the bottom floor, and that's about it. Just watch out for all these bugs. You can kill them if you want, but you know, it's a bit of a waste of time. It's quite easy to dodge. So we're going to pick up the 3 items on the bottom floor, and then we're going to start heading up the stairs. I believe there's going to be at least 1 more item halfway up the stairs, which is going to be this one on this corpse right here. And then we're going to carry on heading up until we come to this hand ladder, and there's going to be a metal chest right at the top of there. So we're going to come and pick this up. I think it's a ring, I can't quite remember. Like I say in all my 100% walkthroughs, I commentate over the top of Sony Vegas, and the preview is really small, so I can't see the item name, but I do remember some of the important ones, so I believe that's a ring. But now we're going to drop off where those split roads was before, so there's an item one side and the door, locked door the other side, but we're going to drop that back down the hole and go to the right this time. And we're going to come to this room with some spikes in it, so we're going to quickly pick that item up. There's nothing we can really do in this room at the moment, since these two ghost guys screwing us about just here, and we can't really kill them. So you can press that lever, what I just pressed, if you want. That's just going to open the door. We're going to pick that up later. For now, we just want to concentrate on coming up these stairs just here, take this mage guy out, and continue forwards. So now we are the other side of the door, which was locked in the long passageway. So that lever just here is going to open that. I just want to go up here, just so you have a rough idea. This is the door I'm talking about. You come out here, and you'll be in the long passageway just from before. So now we've kind of got a shortcut open. In here, if you want, you can risk it and try and open this trap chest here. Just watch out for the ghost guy, since we haven't killed his statue yet, and it's going to be really hard to kill. The only way you can do damage to these guys without destroying their statue, is having some kind of an element on your weapon, like magic, electricity, fire, anything. It won't do too much damage though, so just be careful with that. Before heading down the hallway in front of us, we just picked up that chest to our left down there, where I died. So there's no return if you get that chest, so you're going to have to come all the way around. But now we're going to head down this hallway, and in this room all we're going to have to do is just stick to this side and kill all these statues and pick up the two items. One of them is going to be the key to the first door in the Dragon Sanctum, which I'll go through at the end of the video. But once we've destroyed all the statues, we are going to come back to the first room with spikes and kill the two giants here, which now should be visible to us, and we should be able to kill them quite easily, including this one over here in this corner. So once we've done that, we are going to explore this room a bit. So the first thing we can do, and the most important thing I guess, is come over here, press this lever, which I already did before, and come and pick this chest up in here, which is going to be a dragon stone, I believe, which is a key to basically, if you want to complete the DLC, you're going to need that item. Let's just leave it at that. So once we've done that, we can come here and pick all these items up on the spikes, but I recommend having some fireballs here, because if not, you're not going to be opening this door and getting the miracle denial, I believe it is, which is like second chance. So if you're interested in that, which most people normally are, you should bring a few firebombs of any type, even if they're hex urns, I believe it counts, and throw them through this hole just here about 3 times, just to make the big entrance or the big opening right down the bottom, so we can actually go through it. Watch out, these spikes do break your rings and shit, so if there's anything too important, you should probably take them off. But once we've opened that, we are going to get the miracle denial. Like I mentioned before, it's like second chance, which will revive you, I believe it is. I don't actually have the chance to use it, but I'm pretty sure it's that. So once we've done that, we're going to head out the same way we came in, pick up any other items around these spikes if you haven't picked them up yet. So now there's just one more thing we can do in this area, so we're going to quickly head down these steps over here. Watch out for this enemy here with the repeating crossbows and the normal crossbow. So take him out quickly, try not to take too much damage like I did. But before continuing, we are going to turn around and take out our bow and look for a hidden switch on this wall over here right in front of us, which is to the left of the stairs, which is just there. And now we are going to head back up to the hand ladder which we found before taking out the mage, but this time instead of taking out the mage to the left, we are going to head straight and jump over this little gap. Now the door should be open, and in here there is going to be our third bonfire of the DLC. So that's kind of a hidden bonfire, but a really useful one, so you don't have to walk all the way back here from Silver. In here also there's going to be a Sanctum crossbow, I believe. It's not the repeating crossbow. The repeating crossbow you got to farm from the enemies, which I believe I just picked one up there, strangely. But anyway, so now we are going to continue straight on in this passageway just here we have to go to our right and hop down here, pick up the item in this corner which is not hidden at all. Go down here, you'll get invaded by Jester, which is kind of a hard battle. I mean, I know this character's on New Game +2, I believe it is, but this guy really is pretty useful. Just as useful as he is to you, I guess. I'm not taking credit away from him when it's on your team or anything, but he really is a powerful motherfucker. But after the fog gate, we are going to come out to an outside area with these big jump kind of bugs, what remind me from the enemies in Lost Osiris from Dark Souls 1. Items around here, there's not any hidden items, just stick to the edges of the map and to the edges of these like spikes, I guess you could call them, and you should end up finding all of them. There's probably about 6 or 7, I guess. Just search around all these spikes and you should get all the items. Just here I realised I've been invaded by an Arbiter Spirit while trying to pick up this item, so I'm trying to get her away. This guy is trying to have a go at me. The Arbiter Spirit's about to kill me. I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of here and heal myself. And somehow in the end I get lucky enough to get a backstab on him and kill him. That's quite an intense moment there. But now we come back here, still getting hit by these guys. I really couldn't be asked to take these guys out. So we just wanted to go around all these spikes and pick up as much items as we can. There's not really any hidden items like I said before. The bonfire is going to be opposite the fog gate we came out right at the end, not hidden at all. That's why I'm cutting a lot of stuff out on this place. I do apologise from that. Apart from that, I died quite a bit, but there is really nothing hidden around these spikes. Just search around the spikes and you should find all the items. So now from the bonfire we want to go straight ahead and stick to the right. Also you can just see I picked an item up from behind those spikes. I think I die there, but just stick to the right and go straight ahead and you come to this kind of piece of dirt with a kind of statue on it, and this where we're going to use the dragon stone and it will elevate a bridge above us, which we'll be getting to in a second. So in the next room we want to hit this. This will activate a shortcut which can take us all the way back up to the first bonfire of the DLC. But before heading up there, we're going to go to the left and pick up the Blood Drake armor, I believe it is. It's a whole armor set and it looks pretty cool. Actually no, I think that one might have been the Blood Drake sword, which is also pretty good for a dex weapon. I think we get the armor a bit later on. But like I said before, this is going to be a shortcut. If we carried on up to this elevator just here to our left, it will take us all the way up to the first bonfire, and we have quite a good shortcut down here, quite a quick path. So before heading across the bridge, we're going to quickly pick that item up to our left and continue across the bridge. There's going to be basically the big pyramid we could see from the first part of the DLC. There's the main area and where the 2 main bosses will be. But in the 2 first rooms there is not going to be any items at all until we get to this massive room where you kind of feel a bit lost at the start. So first you're going to have to just hop off here and then continue straight across this first bridge and hop off again. There's a lot of just hopping down most of the time, so it seems a bit more confusing than it is. But once we get to these, once we've hopped down twice I believe it is, we are going to stand on this floor just here. There's going to be 1 or 2 enemies in here. In this room there is nothing in it, but it's kind of a trap because once you get one side and spin it a bit, there's going to be some crystal lizards, and that's kind of really annoying. I didn't really figure that out until very later on, so I always lost the crystal lizards. And the other side is just going to be basically the same story, just some empty chests which have already been opened and a crossbow guy shooting you from the top. So this room's kind of pointless if you're not interested in the crystal lizards, which I guess you're going to have to shoot them with a bow and arrow. So coming out of that room, we're going to head to our right and then drop down to our left onto this platform. From this platform we can either do 2 things, which is jump onto this square bit down here to our left, or the one to our right, which is over there with the torch. I decided to jump down here to our left and discover that there is nothing on this ledge at all. It's just a pointless ledge. Both sides is literally nothing. So now we're going to head back to the ledge we was on before, head up the stairs just so we're on the same ledge, and this time we are going to go across to where the torches are, and there is indeed a lot of stuff around here. So first of all we are going to head around this thin passage to the right and pick up an item which is around the corner just here. Also watch out for the enemies just here to our left. These guys are actually pretty fast and strong. They really do hit hard. But anyway, once we took those guys out, or failed to take those guys out, and rode across down here, which is the same thing, we are going to come down to our second platform. Down here we're going to head to our left and encounter a similar passageway as the one before. Stick to the wall to the left and keep spamming the X or A button on the Xbox until we find this hidden bonfire. Once we've done that we can head straight out, stick on the same floor and head out to our right here. Before heading back, or before continuing the level which is down here on this platform just here, we are going to continue falling down the ledges on this side of the map. Watch out for these two enemies here. So once we finish with those, we are going to head out and stick to our left once more and find another room with loads of opened chests, and this time we are going to pick up the Blood Drake's armor, which looks pretty cool. So from here we are going to head up to the floor with the bonfire on it and walk around the building until we come to the edge near this hole, and it's going to be like a broken bridge, and we are going to jump down here onto this square platform. So from here we can either jump across here. There's nothing on this floor, but there's probably the easiest way to jump down, I guess. Or you could just jump all the way down to this square platform below us from the other square platform. Either way, from this square platform we are going to head on over to the left side of the room, and in here there's going to be a bit of a maze of a hallway. So we are going to pick 2 items up from this side, and there's going to be another 2 in front of us, but if you don't want to encounter the enemies, we could just go around the left, stick to the left, all the way into the end, and then we will flank the enemies and be able to pick the items up anyway. So once we pick these 2 items up, or 3 items I believe it is actually around here near the enemies, that's it for this area. Now we just gotta carry on jumping down to the bottom floor and fight the 2 bosses. Obviously this is the ring after the ring during the Sin boss battle, but I'm not even going to bother putting that in the video because it's too obvious. The only thing I'm going to put in the video now is, like I said before, the locked door at the start of Dragon's Sanctum. We got the key from the room with loads of statues in it, so now we're going to head all the way back to the start and open this door to the left. So in the first room all we're going to encounter is 2 mages, so you should probably definitely take those guys out before opening all these chests in here. I believe there's a pretty good ring in one of these chests, which is the lightning clutch ring, which gives all our lightning attacks a bit of a buff, which is pretty useful for those miracle users. So once we've done that, we're going to head up the first hand ladder here to our left, and then straight after this we are going to head up another hand ladder. And to be honest, I think there's only 1 more item in this area. I think I will soon see in a second on the video. So after heading up the second hand ladder, that we could get attacked by these bugs. If we head to the left over here, they'll jump on top of us, so take those guys out. From here all we're going to do is head up the third hand ladder instead of going across the bridge, and here's going to be the last item in this part of the guide. So for the final part of the 100% walk through the DLC, we are going to take a look at I think it's called Cave of the Dead, which is across this bridge over here. So that's it for this episode. Hopefully this helped you find some of the hidden items in the game. So if you did, please go like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.